Hello everyone, it's your sister Roland, and all I need is a few minutes to go over this viral story this young lady shared of the traumatic and horrifying experience that she had with her child's father and what he did to her to end her pregnancy. So, I'm not sure of her name. Her Twitter handle and Instagram name is Abba_Agri. So, we're going to call her Abba. And this is a very long story thread, so I just took snippets of the thread to share the lesson that I'm going to teach. But this tweet right here basically summarizes what happened. So my child's father poisoned me and her for months in hopes of her death, all while acting like the ideal boyfriend. So the her that she was speaking of is the baby. The baby was a girl, but is no longer here anymore because of what was done. So he switched out my prenatals, physically inserted, the procedure that ends a pregnancy before time, pills in my body, and from what I believe, drug my food as well. So down here it says we had dated for a year and 4 months before that physical, what he did in February. He may have done it before that. But that's probably where she could, recall. Prior to that, we went to elementary, middle, and high school together. So most of the time, the majority of the times, though you may have known somebody for all those years, elementary, middle, high school, and then you guys decide to get together, because most of the time, because you know each other, you know each other all of your life, but most of the time these relationships never work out because sometimes what you liked in elementary, middle, and high school, when you become more mature and you get to know yourself more, you tend not to like that anymore. But sometimes we continue because it's familiar. So we're going to continue. So here's a picture of the pills that she presented to the hospital staff. And I believe the name is misoprostol. So this is the picture. And this misoprostol is from a brand of medications called Citotec. It's probably pronounced another way, but I'm pronouncing it the way that I know. And I'm very familiar with this brand of medication because many people may know, many people may not know, but this brand actually is used to induce labor and to cause miscarriages. And people use it, regular people, and I guess maybe, I'm not sure of, those clinics use that, but I know people that actually use this to terminate a pregnancy before time, because this was done to me. The first time it was done, it was with my knowledge. The second, third, fourth time it was done to me, I didn't know how it happened until years later. I came to find out after the person actually saying this is what they did. So with this brand, for it to be effective right away, I'm not going to go into all details, but I'm telling you what happened to me. It has to be used with a concoction. You make a concoction with the pill, and then immediately. This doesn't take an hour. This doesn't take a few hours. When you take the concoction that the person made with this pill, immediately you go into labor. And this is a painful labor. I mean, painful labor. Immediately, you start to lose blood. It's very painful. Don't wish that on anybody. But that way, it goes directly to the fetus or the baby, whatever you may want to call it. The second, like I said, the second, third time it happened, because when I did it that first time, it was such a painful experience. I mean, I couldn't even walk. I told the person that was, I will never do that again, because I didn't know, that's what was going to happen to me, because they didn't explain it. Oh, you're gonna be fine, until it was horrible. So I said I would never ever do it again. So when I did end up getting pregnant the second, third, and fourth time, knowing that I would not do it, get that concoction again, they did it another way, which is what this young lady shared. The person would put it on their member, and it's a certain way to do it. I'm not going to go into that because I'm not promoting that. But when they put it on their member, not only are they putting your life in jeopardy as the mother, but also the baby life. So both of your lives. So that is a very dangerous way. But some people that we get in relationships with, we don't vet, like I didn't. This is what happens. This is what we get caught up in. And this guy was known to do this. They called him the doctor because that's what he specialized in. We lived together at a point in time. There would be many young men that would come to him to get this pill. He would buy a bottle. I think the bottle comes, because this was like 15, 16 years ago that I'm talking about. So imagine how it is now. It's probably even worse what people are doing now. So he would buy the bottle. It has like 100 or 120 pills. Small, just like that, very small, tiny. But these things are dangerous, very dangerous things. And he would sell 2 pills for $250. And he would tell the people that they have to buy 6. So $250 times 6. I remember it was one guy that came over. I would call him Isuzu because that's the car that he drove. He had to buy 12 of them because why? He had a girlfriend. She was young. She's very young. She got pregnant. And then he was cheating on her with a married woman. And the married woman ended up getting pregnant. So he was in a whole bind. I think that day he literally gave all of his paycheck to the person that I was with. So he had to buy 12 of those. Different people came from different places to get this thing from this guy that I was with, because he was very charismatic. And very friendly, and he would advertise to people. That's what he does. If you ever in a bind, I know what to do. And this little bottle, he bought it for $60. This guy made thousands of dollars on this little bottle. This is all he did. And then when he did it, and he placed it on his member the way that he did, because I knew that I was, because I'm so in tune with my body. I know when I'm pregnant. I know I'm pregnant, but I keep on losing the pregnancies. I couldn't figure out why it was happening until years later. Because I knew I didn't drink the concoction, and then I was like, why this keep on happening to me? Until years later, I came to find out, and then they said this is what they did. So that was even devastating. This is one of the reasons. This is one of the many reasons why I am adamant about vetting people. Because sometimes you may be in love, you may be excited to bring new life into this world, but you with somebody that you did not vet properly, or you think that you know them, and they plotting against you. They are literally an enemy.